So like this video and subscribe to my channel, or you'll be about to play a 2K dev and this right here will happen. Wow. You really hate to see it. RIP 2K20. Hands down, when it comes to being a big man in 2K21, essentially you want to be good at defense, pretty good at finishing, and you want to be a pretty consistent shooter. Now, are there any builds in 2K that are like that? I don't know. Did I find a build that I believe to be just like that? I think so. So what we're gonna get into today, man, is gonna be one of the best builds that I think nobody's really gonna make. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be a big man center build, going crazy. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and open up this My Player Builder. What we're gonna be building today is gonna be a center, not a power forward. I know a lot of people do think the power forward is better. I tend to think that sometimes, but this year I'm gonna go with the center, left hand, number 0. Of course, like I said before, zeros are the heroes. When we get to the pie charts, there's gonna be a lot of different options that you can pick, even a new shooting defensive pie chart for bigs, but don't even worry about those. Go with the usual half red, half green. Now, when we go with the physical profile, you're going to see a lot of different options. I did something different this year. I went balance of strength and vert and not too much speed. I want to see that's going to make a difference. I think strength and vert might play a little bit more into this year's gameplay for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's not like I work for 2K, because I don't. I would love to, but I just think that's something I'm going to experiment with this year. Now, when it comes to the finishing and all that good stuff, man, you're going to max out that close shot. You're going to go ahead and max out that driving dunk. Driving dunk's going to be something cool here, surely. You see it's only at 57, but that's not where we're ending at. Standing dunk 76, and go ahead and make that post hook a 35 just so you can get those 6 shooting badges. These shooting badges will be key later on in this video. Go ahead, when it comes to shooting, max out everything besides free throw. You're going to leave the free throw at 74, bringing you to 15 shooting badges, which I think will be enough this year based off the badges that I'm going to be using. Don't too much worry about the playmaking, not really that important. But when it comes to defense, max out everything that doesn't have to do with things that guards would need. So steals are important, but don't max that out, and don't max out perimeter defense. Max out everything else. You'll still have 30 points left over to kind of disperse between the last two, so that's preference. I went with the higher steal than higher perimeter defense. I don't see myself out on the out on the 3-point too much, but still not bad at all. 22 badges, and I do think this is a really balanced build. Now, when it comes to body shape, for some reason this year it gave me I forgot what it was called. I think it was solid. I wanted to go with built. That's normally how I like to play her. Not 7 foot. Drop it down to 6'10". You're gonna see a boost in your speed, a boost in your driving done, bringing it all the way to a 66, and boosting your shooting as well, and a little bit of boost on your speed and your quickness, which is gonna be very essential when you're playing 2s and being able to rotate on 3s. You're gonna drive down the speed a little bit more, so that way you can get your strength. Your strength does drop down a little bit, down to a 71. I think that's still fine. Vertical is gonna be around a 73, 74. Speed at 60. I think this is a very balanced build to be 6'10" and to be so diverse as far as what it's able to do. It can still finish consistently, because look, when we upgrade this wingspan, we get an 85 standing dunk, 69 driving dunk. Overall, wait, the thing is, I do believe 2K did change some things, because my build has a 70 driving dunk. That's interesting. I mean, either way, this build is still going to be dope. Max out the wingspan, get glass cleaner tape, because that's going to be the most dominant one and the most competitive one overall. Glass cleaner build, Ben Wallace, Hassan Whiteside, and also Mitchell Robinson, some great players to be noteworthy with. Now let's get into the badges. 6, 15, and 22. Now we're gonna say 1 for playmaking, but that doesn't really too much make a difference. But I do believe this is all that you need to be a very, very strong defensive player, while still having a very good balance in regards to the offensive end. When you're maxed out, you do see a 60 speed, and that's also going to be very good as well, because you do get the +4. Now, when it comes down to the finishing badges, go ahead, put it on pick roller and put back boss, and go ahead, do one on consistent finisher and contact finishing. Reason being, those ones are going to be, you're going to get boost on pretty much almost every shot you take, because you're going to get a rebound, put it back up, you're going to set a screen, you're going to roll, and the consistent finisher whenever you don't time it up properly. It just makes sense. Now, the shooting badges, this is where it gets kind of interesting. I go with Hall of Fame range extender. I don't know why I did Green Machine second, but you guys will see what I have here at the end. It looks like I'm about to go with a gold hot zone hunter. And then this is where it gets kind of freaky, because you can do pick and popper. Like I said, you're going to be setting a lot of screens. So we have pick and roller, pick and popper. So no matter what shot you take, you will be getting the boost. So I went with green machine, catch and shoot, corner specialist, pick and popper. I think this is all that you need to be a very consistent and almost a very dominant shooter in this game, along with these 60 and I think it's a 70 something and a 60 3-point in mid range. Now when it comes to the defensive end and your defensive badges, of course these are very essential. You're going to go with Hall of Fame Intimidator. These are things I'm still playing with. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to go with overall. It's still about preference and really filling out the game. But if we had to like start off with everything, we're going to go with Gold Rebound Chaser and Rim Protector, Hall of Fame Intimidator, Hall of Fame Moving Truck, Hall of Fame Brick Wall, Silver Box, and Silver Worm. And I think that gives you a wide variety of different things you can do. You might want to do Chase Down Artists, might even want to throw Pogo in there. But just know overall, there's going to be a lot of different things that you can do with 22 defensive badges. This is a very good defensive build, as you guys can tell, and I'm very balanced on offense. I'm not going to say I'm dominant on offense, but I'm most definitely not somebody you can play with, and that's what I like about this build. It's secure on defense, and on the offensive end, it's really about the player and who's making them plays. Man, y'all give this build a try, and I promise y'all gonna be very happy with the results.